It's been a long time since it felt like summer at the World Cups. With heat and dust, spectators. Now is the riders' chance to prove that they can win the race when they're all on equal footing. We think of these riders as superheroes, but they all have demons. This track is about who can put those demons out of their head and perform when it matters most. Welcome to Maribor, Slovenia, World Cup number 3. We've had wet tracks, and they're gnarly, but riding in the dry at a World Cup track when it's this fast, this loose, is terrifying. As a rider, you have to be comfortable, you have to be willing to accept the consequences that one mistake can cost you the race, a broken bone, you can end up in the hospital.
Yeah, the course is so fast and out of control. I was in hospital and I was the 10th person from the race they'd seen yesterday.
Just because it's so dry and everyone's just pushing so hard, everyone's going fast.
A fine line between being as fast as you can be and just that little bit too fast.
It's a gnarly track and I hope everyone's okay because it's fast. I think that's why. It's blown up, it's fast, and it's taking people out.
Unfortunate to see a lot of people go down, but I hope they all heal up well and back soon.
In the women's, we have two riders who are true veterans of the sport, Myriam, Nicole, and Tani Seagrave, against two riders who are relatively new to the elite women's field with Valley and Cami Balanche. The difference will be between these two riders who can draw on their experience versus two riders who are truly hungry to take that first overall and that first win.
Tani Seagrave now, the winner here, back in 2019. She was carrying good speed there. Seagrave, of course, only around 70 points off the lead in the overall standings. What's the clock going to tell us? Is it going to be fastest then? For Tani Seagrave, yes, it's going to be close. Seagrave does go fastest. 1.7 up then, 3:40. Now the time to beat the newly crowned European champion, Monika Hrashnik. So 1.8 back as she comes into the rock section. Great to see the fans back here.
Now it's where it gets physical and pumpy.
Oh, she's green! Wow, look at that! Hrashnik then, accelerating down this track. Can she carry this pace all the way down? Much longer run down to that finish line now. It's going to be close. And she goes fastest by 4,000! Oh, she crosses the line at almost exactly the same time as Seagrave. Wow. Italian, Eliot Farina next to take on this fast, blown-out track here in Slovenia. Carrying good speed here, safely over that big double. 1.5 into the green for Farina.
Pushing hard. She's done her push-ups in the off-season. Did you see that? A manual through the end of that triple.
Oh, she looks fast there. A lot of speed across that camber.
She's got full focus because she's still choosing where she wants to go. She's not just letting the bike ride her.
Wow, a great run from Farina. Attacking, pedaling everywhere still. Oh, pedaling around her, here comes Farina! She goes fastest, 3:37 now the time to beat. And we start the last three with the reigning world champion, Cami Balanche. The woman as well, leading the overall standings. This is a very different track to what we've seen Cami really be successful on, you know. She likes the steep, the technical and the wet. This is none of those particularly. And look at that, 0.6 up on the clock then for Cami Balanche. World champion doing everything right but losing time here. Wow, look at that. Balanche, 1.8 then into the red. She goes second. Good run for Cami Balanche. Myriam Nicole from France, second in qualifying, not outside the top three in any sector on this track.
Having those young girls coming up, chasing her, biting at her heels, she wants this and you can see it in her eye.
31 years old now. Some big injuries along the way for this woman, but nothing seems to slow her down. 2.2 up then. So Nicole very much on a run here in Maribor.
She's letting it go. She's got the brakes off. I don't see her slowing up for anything. She's just letting that front wheel go and just holding on for dear life.
Look at her working so hard here. But this is a determined run. Nicole looking as good as I think we see her. Riding brilliantly today. 2019 World Champion. Is it going to be enough to see Myriam Nicole take the lead? I think it is. 3:37 for Vergier. Nicole smashes it. 3:35.9, 1.3 into the green. And just one woman now left at the top. The formidable figure of Valentina Hull will be next. The two-time junior world champion. Valentina Hull. 1.6 back for Valentina Hull though. Wow, can she turn that around?
Oh!
Wow. Fully committed in there.
Full commitment.
The next split might be interesting. Can she bring it back to a smaller gap that perhaps she can turn around? 2:07, 1.5, just takes a tenth back then. 3.8 back now then. Wow, it's looking good for Myriam Nicole now. After crashing on the last turn of the first two, we'll be happy that it's a tarmac last turn, and I'm going to say that it's up to temperature today. She goes into sixth place, some 5.4 back, and Myriam Nicole takes Maribor. Wow, the French woman back on top for the first time in 2021.
Well, I think I took experience from the last two World Cup with two crashes on the first one, a crash on the second one. I think I had the speed, but something where I'm not really good with my brain. So I tried to work hard with the brain and to focus more on the present moment and to live every day as they come. It's a relief. It was physically really tough today.
To be honest, I really like it when it's so dusty. Yeah, from the top to the bottom, I push until the limit, and I'm so happy, super stoked about the results.
World Cup racing, as always, never fails to disappoint with different drama, different storylines. We had Myriam Nicole take her first win in a long time, but throughout the weekend, she just looked so comfortable, so confident. You heard her talking about how she could attack. Cami is just the epitome of consistency, and Eleonora gets her best result of her career with a second place going into her home country race in World Championships in Italy. In the finals, it's going to be a battle between the smooth versus the committed.
Have a good night.
Yeah, get out, son, enjoy it.
I'll try.
Just try and hit all your lines but push to the limit at the same time. It's going to be a very fine line for who can pull it off today, and I've got my money on Vergier.
Yeah. Loris seems to have another gear. He's making it look easy, and as we know from Troy Brosnan at the beginning of the season, that's a dangerous combination.
So I think we're in for some race this afternoon as we go now live to the top.
Look at how these rocks are looking at you. You just want to avoid them.
Whoa! Oh my goodness. And you can see the dust from the previous rider as well hanging around in the air. That won't help. Benoit Coulange then. Wow. That's tough. Oh, gets inside that big root that lays across that landing. 2.1 up. Oh my goodness. Where's Coulange found that sort of time? Well, incredible! Coulange lifts the bar. 3:08 now the time to be.
Well, that's going to be quite a while on the hot seat, I would say.
It's Conor Fearon. Whoa, throwing up the dust. Oh, big one. It shows just, how quickly things do go wrong when you're going this fast.
Look how he's flying through those rocks.
Wow. Well, if you want to see commitment, watch this man then. Brooke MacDonald, feeling good here all week.
Okay, keep it together.
Oh, so fast into that. Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Oh, it's still there. 0.4 up then. MacDonald still charging. And a big hit in that turn. It's been a good attacking run, but McDonald goes into third place, 3.3 back. And it's Lucas Shaw now on a great run here then, and he stays here, 1.6 up. A massive run from Lucas Shaw.
Now that is a lot to play with, and he can do it.
Lucas Shaw is going to go just outside here, I think, yes. Cologne spectacular in the very lower section of this track. Where will he end up today? No one can touch that time of his. The 4-time world champion Loic Bruni then on track, specialised gravity rider. .1 up, and look how smooth Loic's riding.
Now we're talking. I think that's the official start of the race now. And again, it's a smooth run that is fast.
Collange's time surely is going to go. Here comes Loic Bruni, who goes fastest. 0.37 into the lead. Well, look nervously on, because it's a man who can at the top. Greg Minnaar, the most successful World Cup racer of all time. Nearly a mistake actually on the first couple of turns there.
It's feasible, and he goes, what is this for a line?
He took like a straight direct in. How much his time is that going to pull back on Loic Bruni for him? He's great by nearly half a second. Well, when all the pressure's on Minnaar, when he can smell opportunity, he reaches and grabs it with both hands.
The goat is back.
Turns 40 years old later this year. 3 times a world champion, 3 times the World Cup overall winner.
2.
Here he comes, and Minnaar sprints to the line, and he goes fastest, 900. Greg Minnaar leads in Maribor. That's incredible. Wow. How did he do that at the bottom of this course? 3 to go, now it's Laurie Greenland then. Light on his bike, fastest by 0.16. So, is that the Minnaar line? No, straight through the middle.
That's another very different line.
And it's going to be red, 1.4 back then now.
Ooh, that's a lot. 1.4 seconds between 2 and 3.
It's so hard. You've got to push everywhere on this track if you want to win today. Said he can hack. Oh my goodness, so quick around that
a little bit.
Yeah, he's on the move again. Pulling some time back, half a second between split 3 and 4. That's impressive.
But then Greg Minnaar was fast again from here on down.
It's going to be tight. 3:07 for Greg Minnaar. And he goes fastest! No way! 0.08 up there. Laurie Greenland now leads in Maribor.
Did you see that coming?
No, I did not. Insane. 2 riders left then. And this man, well, sit tight. Here we go. Thibaut de Prella on track. The man who won in Ligier after being helicoptered out from a crash at the French Nationals the week before. He's up by over a second now. Thibaut de Prella now. Wow, look at this. Around the outside in the rock section. One of the most exciting young riders ever to come up from the junior ranks, this man.
And it's all about if he can keep that pace without doing too many mistakes. There was one of them. Did it cost him a lot of time or not? We'll see in a few seconds.
Such an attacking rider, this man. Keeping his cards close to his chest for this one. And right on the edge, right up against the tapes down there as well. So de Prella on fire on this lower section. Surely he's going to go fastest. De Prella takes the lead by over a second. 3:06.8 now. Thibaut de Prella delivers another. What is going on here? Incredible. Loris Vergier, the man who won both the World Cup races here last year. The man who won the European Championships on this mountain a few days ago. The man who was fastest qualifier. Well, he certainly knows how to float like a butterfly, and he might need to down here. Going for a triple of wins here as well. 0.2 back at the first split. Oh, good through the rocks. Maybe a little wide on the exit of that last turn. So this split will tell us a bit more. Oh, and he's green. 0.7 up now then. Wow, look at that from Loris Vergier. It's about the pace of this man. Look how fast he's going. Is it going to be a perfect weekend for Loris Vergier? The clock all going his way at the moment, though. Tuck in all the way down here, then Deprella, 306.8. Here comes, Vive la Vergier! 1.7 into the green. Loris Vergier wins Maribor and becomes only the 6th rider in history to have 3 repeat wins at any venue. Incredible stuff. Vergier's done it. It's been a long time coming for this man this year, but Vergier shows us just what he's capable of.
Yeah, for some reason, like, I've been quite fast down the bottom. I've just been tucking, don't say it to anyone, but just like lazy tucking, you're tired. Trying to pedal, you stand up, you lose time, so I think it was just the key. And
I mean, you got to trust the process, and the process has been me trying to get smoother race runs. So I've got my bike dialed now, I've got one under my belt that was like within myself the whole way down. Yeah, it was, well, managed to do a clever run.
The men's final had so much drama. We had 3 finishers within 0.01 of each other, and then you have Thibaut come across, having this insane run, almost falling off his bike the whole time, and somehow Loris is able to beat it, looking like he's not even trying. I love the amount of diverse styles that we have in the races now, and I can't wait to see everyone bump it up a notch for World Championships in 2 weeks.